Hello everyone, my name is Ross and welcome to GeoRaptor, which is essentially a channel that I've created to document my journey of getting better at GeoGuessr and hopefully helping some of you out with some of the things I've learned because I'm a massive nerd and I've already spent a lot of time learning different things which can help you with the game, and also maybe some more geography content as well. If there's anything that you want to see specifically on this channel, please do let me know down below, and because it is a new channel, I would massively appreciate you subscribing if you're watching. The series that I'm starting today is actually basically, I've called it Road to Master or Road to Master Division. I'm basically going to be playing GeoGuessr Duels, probably not particularly well, though I'll do my best, and seeing if I can get to the Master Division and just documenting how I get on. There will be some absolutely horror guesses, but hopefully some good ones as well. The kind of level that I'm at right now, most of my guesses tend to be in the right continent, quite often the right country. Region guessing can be quite difficult for me. But I am also quite prone to going Southeast Asia when it's actually Brazil or something like that. You know, I can get the continent slightly incorrect sometimes, but I think that even happens with the pros as well. So yeah, hopefully you enjoy the journey. And the point is just to document, again, the things that I've learned and how I can improve as well. To give you a bit of an idea about where I'm at, this is obviously the start of a new week, so I'm just about to enter into the Gold 2 Duels. My current rating is 700, and my no-move rating is 669. Mostly on this channel, not only, but mostly, I will probably be playing no-move, because I find it the most interesting. When you can move around, it helps when you start, and I highly recommend when you start GeoGuessr, you play moving. But after a while, I'm just looking for domains and signs, whereas when you're in no move, you kind of have to vibe it based on vegetation and just the gut sort of feeling and vibe of the round. So I prefer that. My win ratio is 64%. That's kind of what I'd expect. So if I play a few games today, I don't know how many I'm going to play in this video, but I would expect to win more than I don't. But I can also have streaks where I don't win a lot. You can see my recent games. I won 4 on the bounce, lost 1, and then I won my most recent one. In terms of where I'm weakest at, Africa, I really struggle. I often get South Africa and Kenya wrong, for example, and also Southeast Asia, I also struggle a lot with. I often get those wrong, unless I can tell the driving direction. So, that's a rambly long intro. What I'm going to do is just jump in. As you can see, this is going to be my first game. If I lose all of them today, at least I have a starting point on how I can get better. So we'll jump in. And yeah, if there's anything you want to see on this channel, please let me know. I'm going to hopefully talk through my thought process, but duels can be a bit stressful, and there can also be a lot of times when you're rushed by the opponent. So I'll try to talk through my guesses as much as possible, but if I'm not very talkative, that's why. So we have a higher rating than this guy. That doesn't always mean something. So first thing I always do is check what hemisphere we're in. You basically look at the sun. The sun here is in the north, so that means we're in the southern hemisphere. If it was in the south, we'd be in the northern hemisphere. That doesn't always perfectly work, especially if it's in like the east or west, but this tells us then we're in the southern hemisphere. And then you have a look around. So southern hemisphere, we're probably going to be in South America, Africa, or Australia. This is an awful first round to get on my first video because I have no idea where we are. You normally look for some kind of language. This doesn't, to me, look Australian, and if it is, it's proper in like maybe like West Australia. This probably looks more South American or South African. I've got no idea at all. I'm just going to guess in South Africa. This could be South America or Australia. Okay, he's gone South Africa as well, and it was actually in Eswatini. So you've got these sort of landlocked countries of Eswatini and Lesotho, that it can also be as well. So it wasn't an awful first guess, but a decent amount of damage. Okay, this is going to be an interesting one. So immediately there's no real sun because it's too cloudy. We've got a lot of palm trees, so immediately palm trees would tell me we're in quite a tropical place. We're driving on the left, which is really interesting. Not that many countries drive on the left. And this language here looks kind of Malaysian, Singapore, Indonesia. And I'm very sorry for those that are from those countries. Annoyingly, I think this guy's from Indonesia. So we're somewhere coastal and we're driving on the left. So we're going to be down here somewhere. So what I'll probably do is I'll hedge in between sort of Malaysia and all of these Indonesian islands as well. It could be all the way out here though. Okay, and it was out there, but I am a little bit closer on this occasion. So you can start to see how we're doing this. The things to look out for immediately are always the sun, to see what hemisphere, and the driving direction, because those are one of only 4 or 5 countries that drive on the left in Southeast Asia. Oh, this is a horrible one. Can't tell the driving direction. Oh, is that a Greek flag? We've got a sneaky little Greek flag there. This does look a little bit Greek. It's rocky. Can't say, so all I've got to go off is that, and I'm hoping he's not seen that, but he probably hasn't. I think that is a Greek flag. So we're going to go Greece. In terms of where in Greece, it's obviously quite a big place, and you've got the islands as well. Does this feel like an island? It could be. It's certainly, like, that is the coast there, right? So we can do this. We've got the coast to the southeast. So if we've got the coast to the southeast, it could be here. It could be kind of here. It could be right by Athens. Maybe that's our best bet to hedge a little bit. It could also be not the coast. It could be kind of coastal, but it might be kind of more in this region here. Southeast coast. I'll go near Athens. It's always safe to go near like the big cities if you're a bit unsure. Okay, he didn't see the Greek flag, which is big damage then, and it was one of these little islands down here. I don't even know which one that is. Okay, perfect. Not a bad start at all. It can turn it can turn very quickly in GeoGuessr though, let me tell you that much for free. So always zoom in to look at languages. This looks kind of German. No, does it? Bostel. Sorry if you're German. Sorry if that's not even German. We are definitely like southern hemisphere. Sorry, the sun's in the south, so we're in the northern hemisphere. I feel pretty safe to say that. This looks stunning though. We're driving on the right. Do you think we're in like maybe in and around the Alps way, Innsbruck way? We need a lake. Oh no, we need to be right near a lake. I don't think that lake would be that pretty. It's probably down here actually, isn't it? Okay, another decent guess. We weren't far at all. It was 67 kilometers away. I got the general vibe. It was kind of German, I think. Fingers crossed. You'll hear me say some really stupid stuff because I'm not used to actually verbalizing what I'm looking at. Okay, so that is Spanish hemisphere, southern hemisphere. So we're southern hemisphere Spanish, I think. Yeah, I feel good. It doesn't look... No, it's not Portuguese. So what that helps us is we're in South America. It's not Brazil. So it's probably Ecuador, Peru, Bolivia, Chile, Argentina, or Uruguay. I can't see many palms. Right? Oh, is that? No, that's Portuguese. Hello. The little A. So the little, you know, like João Pedro, if you're a football fan. The little, maybe this is Portuguese. You're probably shouting at me in the comments if you're Portuguese or Spanish. Maybe this is Brazil then. Have I got any more text? I think there is on that A as well. Okay, we're going to go Brazil. I've changed then. Doesn't feel overly tropical, but doesn't feel like cold. I'm going to hedge. I'm really bad at the regions of Brazil, so apologies if that's an awful guess. Maybe south, maybe down here actually. Okay, it was quite south. It's still a really good guess, and we've almost knocked him out in that one. So seeing that Portuguese at the last second, I think Brazil is the only country in South America, or at least the main one that speaks Portuguese. Okay, it's not been a bad start so far. So sun, south, we're in the northern hemisphere. This feels very much like Europe. So now we just have to vibe where. That architecture looks a little bit... Actually, could this be... This couldn't be like middle... No, it couldn't. I think we're in Europe. This feels a bit Eastern European, but that could also... like the red reminds me a bit like Mediterranean, Balkan way. So, these trees, though, don't feel like... This could be big damage for me. I'm really, really unsure on this one. The poles probably mean... We might not even be roughly where I'm thinking, but I'm going to go... I'm going to hedge a little bit. It could be Ukraine, Russia way, in which case I'm in big trouble here. Oh, okay. Do you know what? I was going to say, could this be Middle East? And I didn't want to sound like I was crazy. It was Middle East. Okay. Where were we there? Okay, we're in Israel, I think. Okay, cool. Oh, no. Oh, no, this big blur probably means something. So, immediately Nordic. Oh, here you go. This feels Nordic, but also, I don't know, could it be like Greenland, Iceland, Faroe Islands? I think feels like up there. I can't really see much language. The only language I've got is this. And again, without, I'll make the map small, without knowing the languages, that doesn't help me that much. Oh, this could be a real killer for me. Is there anything I can see? Oh, what does that say? Does that say .no? Is that a .no Norway? Should we go... Okay. Like somewhere here? Oh, it was Faroe. It was FO, wasn't it? That's gonna knock me out as well. That is a horrible way to lose. I thought it could be Faroe Islands. Okay, so what I want you to do, guys, is if you can, if there are... I made so many mistakes there probably, but any mistakes that you know that I made there that would have helped, such as the Faroe Islands there, and I think that might have been FO or FI, let me know down below in the comments, because that's the best way to learn, right? If you need help or if you want to laugh at me, loads of people down below in the comments will help us out. So, not a particularly good start there. But this is the road to mastering. It's going to get harder and harder the more we go up the division. So we'll jump back in. If we have to wait for a really long time at any point, I'll just skip forward. This guy's got no info. I don't know anything about this guy. He's Brazilian. Fantastic. Right. Northern Hemisphere. Sun's in the south. Northern Hemisphere. So this is US or Canada. Lots of trees. So the way that I tend to view it is over here there's less trees. Is this the Great Plains? Is this what it's called? You've got obviously some trees here. You've got quite a lot of trees on the east. So I would either go east or up in Canada towards the north. Does this feel quite northern? Those trees feel quite northern. I don't know the name of all the trees. I will be entirely honest with you. But those trees look fairly northern to me. And there are a ton of them. Like, there are so many trees. So what I'm probably going to do, this could be anywhere in Canada or the US. I'm not great here, but I'll probably try and hedge for, like, it could be anywhere US, Canada, east, north. Okay, so it was Canada. We weren't too bad. We got closer than Dan's, but yeah, I really need to improve. I'm getting better at the US, but when it gets into that stage where it looks like US and Canada, again, let me know down below in the comments if there's any help you could give me, and if we got exactly the same here again. This looks like a very, very... How similar does that round look? Probably not to those of you that are very good, but the trees don't look too dissimilar there. Should we go in a really similar area? It looks a bit more US to me, but I'm going to hedge over in, like... Again, if you're from the US, this probably seems like a silly guess, but... Yeah, like over here. Oh my god, that was Finland. I feel better that this guy guessed it. This is what I mean with the wrong continent. You would never see someone like Mr. Zigzag Oscar or someone like that get the wrong continent like that. But hey-ho. Right, this yellow diamond sign is really common in the Australasia and also the Americas. The yellow center lines, oh, they're not really center lines. This feels like the Americas, probably South America as well. We got the sun? Not really. Okay, is this Spanish? Look, oh, does that say Mexico? Mexico. Okay, we're looking for the 186 in Mexico. Do I want to search for it? But this guy's probably seen that quicker because I was yapping. Do we know where the 186 is in Mexico? Oh, goodness. If you can start to learn roads, you are sorted. 186. It's probably a long road. That's the issue, isn't it? But if I can at least find the 186, I'll put a click down just so that I don't forget. The amount of times you forget to click when you're looking. Do I want to give this guy the chance to find it? That's the thing. The longer I give this guy, sometimes it's better to just slap your guess in. Do we feel more tropical? It's quite green. A quite green area of... I'm going to go down here. I don't want to give him the chance. He's probably looking as what he is. Oh, he's in Argentina. Oh, no. Oh, okay, it was Mexico. My heart... I was like, oh no, I've got this is the thing, I just don't know. I was like, if I've read Mexico and it's actually like a name of a place or a road in Argentina, okay, that helps. What on earth? Is that Cyrillic? Is that Cyrillic? What on earth am I looking at? Why does that look like weird Cyrillic though? Or is that not? Aim Mohot. Where on earth are we? Northern Hemisphere. I think Russia, could be Ukraine, could be neither, could be none of the above. That's the issue. So again, I looked in the south, we're in the Northern Hemisphere. You can't tell the side of the road here. In terms of like vegetation, trees and stuff, there's nothing to give it away. Like I'm at a stage now where if I see like pine trees, I'll go more north. If I see palm trees, I go near the equator. That's about as good as my knowledge can get. I don't know about, is the red more common in Ukraine or Russia? What I'll do, because I'm not sure, and this could be really bad if it's all the way out there, is I'll probably hedge for Ukraine or Russia around there, and then I'm not too far away. If it's out in East Russia, I'm screwed. Oh, it was Ukraine. I'm slightly closer. It's frustrating because if I chuck that in Ukraine, I have a good chance of winning the duel. That's okay. We keep going. We keep going. Hope this has been a useful video, or you can just be laughing at me. If your quality, if your level is much higher than mine. So I think the sun's in the south there. It's a bit difficult to actually tell. Which would be Northern Hemisphere. I don't even know what continent we're in. I'll be honest with you. This is where I am at my weakest. This could comfortably be Asia, Africa, or America. In my mind, obviously, you guys might not have such difficulty. The soil here looks quite red, but then I don't think that is red soil. Is this more African? Oh, I hate these rounds. These rounds are absolutely the worst. If there's like someone, you can tell by like the color of their skin or the way they're dressed, but I've got no one. I've got a bike there, I think. Bikes are a little bit more common in South America and Asia. These look more South American. So what I said, I think we're in the Northern Hemisphere, didn't I? So do I plop it in like Central Americas? Have we got anything on the car? Not really. Oh, this could be anywhere, you know. I reckon I plop it somewhere. I know the Guatemala car. It doesn't feel... Northern Hemisphere. I'm just going to put it in South. This could be... I could completely lose this now. He's Brazilian. I don't know if that helps at all. Yeah, he's gone Africa. I would not be surprised if it's Africa at all. I didn't get a vibe for it much at all. Really tough. Okay, not again. It was, look at that. I've gone South America. He's gone Africa, and it was actually Southeast Asia. This is no moving for you. Like if you move around, you can find signs. But this is why I like no moving. It's a bit of fun. So center line is white, which tells me we are not in America or... Sorry, I'm looking around at the same time. We're not in America or Canada because they'll have yellow center lines normally. The road's pretty poor. Immediate vibe was either Baltics, and the Baltics are Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia, Ukraine or Russia. So I reckon I could hedge, but we're on double damage now, 2 times damage. So I don't really want to hedge. Is there anything I can get from this? I learned from Mr. Zigzag, who's basically, all of my knowledge comes from Oscar Zigzag. The poor road quality is more common in Ukraine, but this feels Baltic. This feels Lithuanian, Estonian, Latvian kind of... Could this even be like an Alaska or something? Do they use white road lines? I've got no idea. Do I trust the... Okay, so the road quality is telling me Ukraine. The trees are telling me Baltics. I'm going to hedge Lithuania, Latvia. This could be Ukraine or Russia. It could also be none of them. As you can tell already by some of the guesses, there is a chance that it's none of those. Oh, he's in North America. Well, this game's going to be won or lost right now. Oh my god, he's in Australia. Am I that off? It was Russia. And that's not going to be enough to take him out. Because, okay, it was like centrally, Siberia way. Okay, we were closer. I got the general vibe, I think, quite well there. Okay. Oh, this is where knowing license plates would help massively. BO, Bolivia. We happy to go Bolivia? Yeah, we're going to go Bolivia. I say we go near La Paz, which I think is or Cochabamba. Oh, do you know what? I'm going to go right in La Paz, but this could be Cochabamba, but I think BO is Bolivia, and it looks a bit South American. Okay, we've both gone La Paz, and it was Cochabamba. Okay, I could have... Again, if you're a bit unsure, Bolivia in particular, Bolivia doesn't have much coverage all in this area here. You don't really get many. So if you're guessing Bolivia, go Cochabamba or La Paz. Are we driving on the left? No, there's a car on the right. They're just parked on the left. Okay. Hemisphere? Northern Hemisphere. Looks maybe Spanish, Greek, Italian. Can I get anything off that bin? Not massively. Get anything on the plate? Not really. Do you know what I mean? This looks a bit kind of Mediterranean / kind of Western. I would go Portugal, Spain, like anywhere along here is where I'm thinking. Could be Turkey, I suppose. Turkey have so many Turkish flags. I feel like I thought that was a flag. Oh, quite mountainous. Shall I go Greece? Oh, this is the sort of one where you could lose it. Look at my health as well. If I end up losing this, because it's like... I'm going to hedge towards Greece. I'm going to go Italy there in the hope that if it's Italy or Greece, I'm fine. If it's Spain or Portugal and he guesses correct, I could be in trouble. Have we won it? I think we have. It was Greece. Very nice. Hey, we get a win. All I wanted was one win on my first video. Cool, that's nice. We're going for about 20 minutes, so we'll do at least one more game. Again, hopefully this, if you're just starting out at GeoGuessr, I know some people would have come from my other channel. If you don't know that, I have a fantasy football channel, if you just found this randomly, and maybe you've never played GeoGuessr. So if you're new to the game, hopefully you've learned a few things. And if you aren't new, hopefully you've had a good laugh about how, about how terrible some of the guesses have been. At least we got a win, though. Right, we go again. Another sip of water. Hope you don't mind. These aren't going to be overly edited. Oh, goodness me. I hate rounds like this. So the best thing to do here is hemisphere. Sun's in the north. So we're in the southern hemisphere. So I'm guessing this is Argentina, South Africa, or Australia. Now, this doesn't look very South African, but it could be. You know the area it could be, like Eswatini, Lesotho. It could be over there. But in Argentina, down south, you get some like really large barren areas down here. This could quite easily be Argentina. Soil's a little red, not really though. Is that quite rocky? Does that mean anything? This probably means this is why you just need to learn your stuff. Here you go. Drop a guess whilst I'm thinking down below in the comments for this round. What vibe am I getting? For me, the one I'm going to rule out is the one it's going to be. I'm going to rule out Australia. I think I'm between Argentina and South Africa. I could go for a hedge, but that doesn't help much. Shall we? Let's send it in Argentina. There's like really not a lot going on, is there? Could be anywhere. Oh, I should have looked at road direction. We might have been able to tell what road direction we were driving in. If it was left, we'd be in South Africa or Australia. This could be big damage if it is Australia. Hey, very nice. Look at that for a guess. 200 kilometers away in Argentina, I would take that. Very nice. Okay, that could have easily been South Africa or Australia, though. A large amount of luck with that guess there. Okay, so this is Europe. These road lines here are French. You see, like, I don't know how long the dashes are, but this could be France. It could be Norway. It could be... That line means something through there. What country? It's in East. It's like here. One of these countries has that line through the signs. My initial thought was France, but now I don't like France. No, I definitely don't like France anymore. What do I like? Oh, I would love to be able to see some of this information. I like more like... I'm going to go northern Romania. No, I'm not. Oh, I hate that guess now. They're not the Romanian Poles. Oh, I don't know where I'm guessing. Oh, I hate this. I have no idea where I am here. Oh, great guess. Fair play. I always say GG to people when they have a good guess. Maybe should have got that. Didn't get an... I'll be honest, I didn't get an Estonia vibe at all. We've both had one bad guess and one good guess. Yeah, really struggled. Okay, so fun fact. These are really common in everywhere apart from Europe. In South America, which we might be. Maybe not. Wait, where are we here? I need to concentrate. This is a bad round for me. What side of the road are we? Wait, is that the brake light? Are we on the left? That would be helpful. I didn't know if we were in South America or... I think that's the bonnet, I think. And I think that's the brake light. I'm so sorry if I'm wrong. I wouldn't trust anything I say. No, we're not. There's signs... Wait, No, because yeah, they're on the left there. I think we're driving on the left here. So if we are, the four main places that drive on the left in the Southeast Asia and also Asia, you've got Japan, you've got Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore, India, but this doesn't feel very Indian to me. Oh, I don't know. I'm going to have to go for a huge hedge here. We might not even be in Asia. Doesn't feel that tropical, though. Could be Philippines. Could not be any of those. Okay, not an awful guess at all. Oh, we've won that. Fair play. Don't know if I deserve that at all. There was a horrible guess in there, but GeoGuessr can be over really quick or it can take a while. I like that. We got 2 wins. Should we go for one more game? Let's go for one more game. And again, if there's more content that you want to see, if you're like, actually, Ross, I'd prefer you do it when, like, with no time constraint. Because what I can do is I can go into single player and just play a game really chilled and tell you all of the things that I'm looking for, if that's helpful. Again, I'm not particularly great. Or I can just carry on doing these duels. But this will be one of many series on the channel. And yeah, nice to get 2 wins. Let's try once more. Even if we lose, it's 2-2. If we win, it's 3-1. Okay. They guessed first a lot. So they're going to guess first very... Oh, no, I want to embarrass myself here. Oh, I don't want to embarrass myself this early. I do not know the text very well. I end up having to just basically compare it with the map. So we're over like this way. It will be somewhere between India and Cambodia. Does that not feel more like Bengaluru, Sri Lankan? What side of the road are we? We're on the left. Okay, I feel pretty good about this. It's in India, I think. I'm going to go up a bit just in case. Could be Sri Lanka. Oh, not bad. Decent region guess as well. Okay, we saved ourselves. India has what people call the crap cam, or the really low quality camera. So if you're in a low quality camera, it could be India or Cambodia. I think Senegal has it as well. Right, we're in Europe, I think. Yeah, I think we're in Europe. What vibe am I getting? Certainly feels more towards the east, but could certainly be Central Europe. Could be like Germany, Czechia, Austria way, like around here. Could be Slovakia, Hungary. I'm thinking more like Czechoslovakia way. What do I have to go off here? Like architecture is pretty much it, and I'm not very good at architecture. I've not been to enough of Europe, and I want to do more. I'm going to Budapest soon, actually, and I'll be keeping an eye out for the architecture there. I'll probably go Slovakia, but I don't know. Could be anywhere. Okay, it was Czechia. I said Czechia, Slovakia. Okay, so I got the right region. I'll happily take that. I will happily take that. We were very even duel so far. This is good. Oh, no. The green on white reminds me of Saudi Arabia, right? But Saudi Arabia is not in GeoGuessr. There's no street coverage of it. So Arabic, right? If we've got Arabic, I'm going to try and talk, but this guy's going to guess quick. We've got Israel, Jordan are in GeoGuessr. I don't know if Lebanon. I don't think Lebanon is. You've then got Qatar. You've got UAE, and you've got Oman. I might hedge. No, I'm going to... It's quite mountainous. I don't think Qatar's mountainous, is it? Should I go Oman? I'm going to go over into Oman. This could be anywhere. Anywhere that speaks Arabic. Okay, it was Jordan, just on the border. Jordan. Okay. Again, Middle East, nowhere. I've not been there before, so I'm not fantastic at guessing that. We go again. Windmills. You see them a lot in like Northern Europe. Could also be like Mediterranean. I don't know what this crop is. That looks weirdly like a UK house. This isn't the UK, is it? No, not with this sort of... I've not seen this before. God, this guy does guess quick. Or girl. This guy or girl. I'm really, really stuck here, and I don't get a massive vibe from anything. I'll go Belgium. I think I went Luxembourg, actually, didn't I, there? Okay. What a lucky guess. Two things there. Often in Belgium, the Google car is invisible, and it was there, and also Belgium can be quite flat. I just got lucky. This is the lucky guess. Sometimes you like to pretend you're clever. So we are driving on the left. That looks, again, very similar to... Like, we're in Asia. We're in Southeast Asia, I would get. Could be like a... So, this will be India, Thailand. I'm going to go Thailand, I think. Considering the amount of bikes there are, considering driving on the left, quite tropical. Maybe I'll go further down here. This could be Indonesia. I feel quite happy with that guess, actually. Yeah, it was southern Thailand. Okay, I got a good vibe for that one, actually. Because it felt way too tropical to be up where he guessed and up in India. Yeah, not bad. Apologies if this has been a bit rubbish. If you're very good at GeoGuessr, this is probably painful to watch. Driving on the right. Sun is in the north. So southern hemisphere. Bollards, they're not really bollards, are they? Oh dear. A little bit tropical. This could be, I think, Africa or South America. I want to guess. This could be painful if I'm very wrong here. I didn't get a great vibe for this one. That might be enough. No, it's not enough. Wait, did I get the hemisphere wrong then? Okay, maybe I got the sun in the wrong direction then. I might have made him. I'll go back and watch that. I might have made a big mistake. That was Mexico. Okay. Driving on the right. Sun is in the south, northern hemisphere. Driving on the right. This reminds me of Turkey. I don't know why it reminds me of Turkey or how to explain why. They often have these big sort of roads. Feels like fairly Mediterranean. The cars feel more European than they do American. I feel quite happy with roughly that area. Turkey's a big country, though. If it's out here, I'm screwed. And if it's not Turkey, then of course I'm screwed as well. Oh, damn. I really need to work on the mid... Oh, that almost killed me off. I really need to work on... I just don't ever think to guess. Like, I just don't ever think to guess the Middle East unless I see Arabic, basically. Okay. This is an interesting round. So we're driving on the right. Yellow and white road lines in the center together. So we're in South America. But where in... yeah, we're in South America. These yellow bollards probably mean something. Oh, this could be anywhere. Anywhere. I'll go southern Brazil in case it's Argentina or Uruguay. This could be enough to kill me off, though. This is massively wrong. I think Brazil, Argentina, or Uruguay feel the most likely. Look at that. We've both got the wrong country. It was very close. Okay. This is a very tight duel. We're into round 8. Fair play. Driving on the right. Can't see that. Sun is in the east. Okay, that doesn't tell us anything. This could be Middle East again, and I'm thinking Turkey again. This is horror. This is not what we want. I don't see any language. Can I get a car with a number plate? I don't see a strip. This could be in exactly the same sort of area that we just lost to. And if it is, this will be my sign to go and look at the Middle East. I'm getting a bit of a Turkish vibe again, these big interstates. Is that Arabic? Oh, I wish it was just a little bit clearer. That looks like an A to me. Shall I go Turkey? This is probably so painful for some of you watching this. This could be Spain, by the way. I just thought. I'll hedge this way in Turkey. Oh, it's Spain. I said at the last second, GG. I said at the last second that could be Spain. What a horrible guess to end it on. Yeah, GG. That was a good guess. You got the right region of Spain as well. Just at the last second, I was like, that does look a bit Spanish. Okay, so what did we have then? This was my first time playing in Gold 2. We had 2 wins, 2 losses. Some okay guesses in there, but also some bad guesses as well. That did bring, I think, roughly that keeps my win percentage roughly the same. I am taking a little bit longer to guess today, but that's because I'm trying to explain stuff to you at the same time as well. Again, we might do some moving-based stuff, but we might also do some NMPZ once we unlock that in the Master Division. And like I said, I think it would be quite cool to also... Like, I've been playing, for example, just US base. So I've been going into, I think it's... I just typed into United. I think it's like an arbitrary world US. I've been playing this a lot to try and get better at US. So I just jump into these with no time limit, and I just guess what region of the US I'm in. In fact, I don't know what we are, but I'll leave it there as a result. But thank you so much for tuning into my first GeoGuessr video. If you enjoyed it and you've got to this point, obviously, please make sure you're subscribed. Smash that like button as well. Correct me down below. And if there are any rounds where you're like, that was an absolute blunder, you should have been able to spot this about the car or this sign or this meta, that would be extremely helpful. There will be a new video probably in a few days. And again, if there are any series you want to see in particular, please let me know. Until next time, thank you very much. Bye-bye.